Welcome everybody to our March call, and we have a lot of fun things to cover. So we're going to do some of our usual and then a little bit different. So Laura Whip, would you do product of the month for us, please?
Oh, I sure will. So it's lemon essential oil is the March product of the month. And at $15.50 wholesale, it's still one of the least expensive essential oils. It costs about 6 cents a drop. So boy, what a bargain it is to have lemon in your house, right? And that's how you use it, is one drop at a time. So if you remember where doTERRA's lemon essential oil is sourced, put it in the chat box. If you remember the country. We're gonna use the chat box tonight. Well, Italy is correct. It is sourced along with bergamot. It's sourced in Italy. And does anybody need or want the link to the little sourcing video that doTERRA put out? It's kind of cute, fun. You learn some things, and it's only like 1.5 minutes long, I think. So I'd be happy to give that to anyone who wants it. So share now in the chat box if you remember what chemical constituent is contained in lemon essential oil that gives it that cleansing and digestive property that it has. And I'll give you a hint. It begins with L. Oh, Jerry, you are right on top of things.
Well, Sonia's got even more. She is D-limonene.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It is limonene. So that's the big word associated with a lemon essential oil and other citrus oils too. So beyond the obvious uses of, like, putting a drop in your water to detoxify your filtering organs, placing a drop on a sticky spot to remove the gummy stuff, making a really good surface cleaner with 10 drops or so of lemon and 16 ounces of water, perhaps using a drop in your homemade salad dressing along with a drop of basil or rosemary. There are some really incredible hacks that maybe you haven't heard about using your lemon essential oil, because you got 250 of those drops in that free bottle. Well, washing your produce in a sink full of water with 2 to 3 drops of lemon is one. I'm going to give you 5, but then I can give you a link that has a bunch more. Number 2, besides diffusing, you can eliminate cooking odors after dinner by putting a pot on your stove where you're putting water in your tea kettle. And when it gets to the simmering stage, add a couple of drops of lemon and it'll get rid of those cooking odors and clean the air in no time at all. You can deodorize your refrigerator. Take a little box of baking soda, lay it down flat, and cut the front part open. Just cut that whole front part, off, to create sort of like a tray effect. Put a couple drops of lemon essential oil and then slide that into your refrigerator on the shelf, and you've got a really good way of not masking refrigerator odors, but eliminating them. And that's the biggest difference between over-the-counter products that clean and deodorize versus essential oils that do that. They don't just mask the odors, they eliminate them. You can sanitize. You're going to love this one, Jerry. Sanitize your toothbrush by putting a drop of lemon essential oil once a week on the bristles. Easy peasy. Or should I say easy squeezy, like lemon, right? And number 5, add a drop to your toenails and fingernails twice a day to support toenail or nail health. So like I said, I have a link for even more hacks on lemon essential oil, but gee, every one of our customers would want that free bottle this month.
Thanks, Laura Whip. You're the bomb. Toothbrush. I have to do that. Jerry, 10% off.
Yeah, well, so this is going to segue right into cleaning with Abode, which we know is our 10% off of the month for the 4 bottles. That comes to $35.40, which is an amazing deal. So I spent some time trying to read different people's Facebook and doTERRA, advocates on Abode versus On Guard, right? And we know we all love our On Guard cleaner. And when Abode came out, there was, anyways, bottom line is that doTERRA knew that On Guard is for boosting our immune system. And they then made some cleaning products from that. We know that with our laundry detergent and dishwashing, not dishwashing, but laundry detergent. And then you can use the On Guard cleaner to make dishwashing detergent. But what they did is they did over 100 different experiments where they tested 36 essential oils known for having cleansing, antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal properties against the 5 most common bacteria such as E. coli, staph, and then black mold. And they discovered that this blend of essential oils was the most effective at eliminating not only those, but a whole list of other different airborne and surface pathogens in our home. And knowing that most people's homes are 5 times more polluted than the air outside, except probably where I live, because I live right under a flat pattern, and I live near the expressway, and I'm on a busy street. But most people's homes, because of the cleaning products, because of their air fresheners, because of the candles, because of their hygiene products and all these things that are used. And so by, as we know by switching out between On Guard and Abode, you can eliminate so much. So there's the 10 top oils is what they chose to put into this Abode blend. And then they made the cleaner, which is really strong in thymol. And thymol is one of the most powerful cleaners. And that's what makes the Abode cleaner superior for cleaning certain things than the On Guard, unless you doctor up your On Guard cleaner. So it's, as we know, you can take a full bottle, which is 1 ounce, and add it to their 10 ounce spray bottle. But I know I only use half depending what I'm cleaning. And that's what I found some other people do as well. So it goes a long way. And I have both spray bottles in my kitchen and my bathroom. And the On Guard I use more for daily. But if I'm doing a deep clean or highly contaminated surfaces, that's when I switch over to the Abode. And that's what I have for Abode.
Can
Thanks,
I
Mary.
just add one thing to that? I recently talked to 2 people who, are familiar with On Guard, because that's what we had for cleaning before the Abode line came out. And both of these people had told me, On Guard is fine. I understand, its cleaning properties. I understand why those 5 oils are in there. And, it's okay, but it's really strong and spicy for me to smell. I kind of lean toward the citrusy end of things. And immediately I thought, well, oh my goodness, you should be using Abode anyway. But that, personal preference for scent is something that could also lead people to Abode. Yeah, there's that research, and we know it's a better cleaner in some ways. And they really worked hard on that, but just personal preference. Some people don't necessarily care for the On Guard smell, and Abode smells really lovely to them because of the citrus in there. So
that's a good point, and it's interesting because it's right. Some people prefer the On Guard over because of depends what you like. But Sonia, I came across one of your posts shortly after Abode came out, and it was using it on everything in your car. So you had used, and it's safe on non-porous surfaces. So you had used it on the steering wheel, your leather upholstery, the dashboard, and it's got that really nice citrusy smell. So
I did, yeah. What is your recipe for the dishwashing detergent?
Oh, that would be with the On Guard. It was 3 tablespoons, I believe, of, I have to go back and look. I want to say it was 3 tablespoons of the On Guard cleaner to water, like 16 ounces of water.
Washing them by hand or in the. Mhm.
I'll look
That's what
that
I
up.
saw. I was like, I'm gonna bridge this. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah, because I'll look that up because it was on, I didn't write it down, but I know where I got it from. So while we're on the call, I'll look it up and put it in the chat.
Thank you, Jerry. A couple other things that are going on, the Malama and the bubble salt diffuser. And I was like, bubble salt diffuser, like, what is it? It's white. Okay, it's white, my friends. Salt is white, bubble salt is white. All right. So it's $49.50 for that one. And you can get Malama on its own, the 15 mil for $34. Okay. There's also a note that the Citrus Bloom Touch Roller has been available, I think, as an LTO for a little while, and it is running low on supplies and will be going away. So sometimes those are like really nice little gifts. People really like those. I know Citrus Bloom is a very popular scent. So just to tuck that away. Don't forget, if you have customers who have enrolled, to make sure they're redeeming their 100 points from the Healthy 100 promotion and helping them with that and staying on top of that. Can we just, before we drop to leadership updates, classes coming up. I know we're not all local, but I think it's good. So March 12th, there's one in Eagle River that my mom and I are doing with a massage therapist that's in Eagle River. It's going to be at Roots, and it's spring break mode on, and we're going to make spring break ready kits and stuff like that. Laura Whip and Steve and Julie.
Yeah. You want me to talk?
Sure, do it. Tell me.
Yeah, we're having our third in the series that we started together in January by addressing the wellness pyramid. And so you guys did one and combined with Mary Ann and Miranda at Roots in February and did some of the levels on the pyramid. And so Julie and Steve and I are doing one this Saturday on the 9th. And it's going to be rest and managing stress. And so we're going to follow that format of what was rolled out at post-convention tours, and let people try things, smell things, make something, learn a little bit, and just have a really good time together with us.
Thank you.
Amy, can I just do the shout outs to the people who enrolled in February?
Do it. I skipped you. Go.
So I wanted to just really, these were 3 people, 2 of them had their very first enrollments, Tanya Aiello and Stephanie Werner, the lady I taught for last night. They both had their first enrollment, and Hannah Dobbins had another enrollment. So Hannah's just been like consistently loving people and sharing with them. And I actually had 2 enrollments, guys. I'm kind of like, whoa. The needle's beginning to move a little bit. I think I might be a little bit back.
I forgot what I was gonna say. You were doing recognition.
The call
Call.
on the 3rd Monday.
No, yeah, I am gonna say that in a second. Oh, have you guys noticed that you've been getting strange but helpful emails from doTERRA about things, or is that just me? Okay, so like I got a couple emails. Someone was like, watch this customer, they might be getting ready to cancel their loyalty rewards. In a nutshell, that wasn't the verbiage. Like, reach out to them. They're showing trending that they might be canceling. And how cool is it that you could reach out to somebody before, like, oh, tell me about. So those touch points, I got 2 customers engaged that way. And then I got another interesting email that was oh, remember that you could have customers reactivate with this Healthy 100 promo. And I did. And I got the email that she did, and I moved her and I reached out to her and we had a good conversation. So I know that there are emails coming through in different capacities, but pay attention. It's very interesting. And I really appreciated those. Our March monthly call is going to be on the 18th. At 8 p.m. and I'm going to put the sign up sheet. So the topic is, I'm sorry, I don't have a cool name, but favorite essential oil accessories and resources. So there's a sign up sheet. I put some ideas in there. Everyone has their own favorites. But if you could grab some sharing slots, or if you have like a customer that has a favorite resource or whatever, that is in there. And I appreciate the collaboration on that. Okay. Leadership updates. This is like high level overview. Like, we don't need to like beat you guys into the ground at 8:21 on a Monday night. But I think we have cool things to share. And I basically just texted my mom and Miranda like a big list, and we're just kind of going through it, at a good clip. Again, not overwhelming you, but kind of keeping you in the know on some stuff. So Melissa, you wanted to start with the announcement from Emily.
Yeah, so Emily Wright, I think just backing up a minute is like we all work our best when we're working in our area of strength. And so when David Sterling went on a 3-year mission about 18 months ago, Emily stepped in as not only the president of doTERRA, but the CEO. And she, it's been challenging, she said, very challenging. And if you, I don't know, some of you might remember, but there was a gentleman named Kirk Jowers that worked with doTERRA a number of years ago, and he actually left to start his own company. It was like a dream he had. He was not disgruntled with doTERRA, but he wanted to do like fancy accessories for Jeeps. They showed like his business that he started and all the things, and I was like, oh my goodness, I've never seen such things. But he really missed doTERRA. He really missed what it was all about. So collectively, they all the existing founders came to the thought that they needed Kirk back. And they went to him and he was like, yes, I'm on my way. I'm packing my bags. I'm coming. So Kirk Jowers is now back full time, and he is definitely the new CEO. There's a new president, Murray Smith, and he has his own interesting story, but I think he'll be really, really good. And now Emily Wright is freed up to be the relational human being that she really is, but also her passion is healing hands and co-impact sourcing. She's also super passionate about like innovative growth strategies, and she loves supporting wellness advocates. So she's going to be hosting people in her home. She's going to be traveling, and she was just like beaming. She's really, I feel like this is great momentum going forward. Everybody's kind of settling into the position they should be in.
Yep,
So
and
that's,
Emily will be the chair of the board.
oh, I forgot. Yeah, that most important thing. Her title is now
Is
chairman
chair
of the board.
No, I think that's really good. So that's the update with that. There was something else. Oh, and you guys saw that Corey Lindley retired. He's just ready to be a grandpa. That was out in early January. So they were like co-CEOs, and that's what he's doing now. So it's kind of good to get an update on everyone, I felt like. Okay, next is new products. Who saw the screenshots of those that went into the text group? Yeah, so I'm not gonna the 2 new blends, the addition to the Sunline. I'm excited about the Rose Mist and Moringa oil being permanent items. I have our samples of Yarrow Palm masks. Their line to get your redeemed for your free sample. It was forever long, and I was standing there with the girls and Gary, and we were like, should we not? And all of a sudden, a worker kind of made their way over to us and was like, I can take your ticket. And out of her bag, she pulls out the free samples and gives there's a line of 100 people, and gives them. I had given my tickets to the girls, so Zella redeems hers, Whitney redeems hers, and then she looks at Whitney and Zella, and she goes, don't tell anyone. And she gave us an extra Yarrow Palm mask so they could both. So anyway, we're excited to try those. And I think the new Mito 2 Max just sounds really phenomenal, and energy is such a big thing for people on so many different levels. So that's a very exciting remake and addition to the MetaPower line.
Can you explain that, Amy? Is it Mito 2 Max getting redone, or that's getting added to something else?
It's a remake of Mito 2 Max, and it's being added to the MetaPower line.
Capsule of oil.
There's only a capsule of Mito 2 Max. Thanks, Gare, for challenging me there. Does that answer your question, son?
That's about as much as we know at this point.
There's more science that was shared, but I can
We're
only
like
do that right now. Melissa, do you want to? Oh, so we don't have specific product dates for any of those. It's like spring 2024 and summer 2024. No specifics on those. Melissa, new enrollment kit.
I love these new enrollment kits. I would almost quit and start back up again to get these enrollment kits. So the 2 diffusers, oh my gosh, the plugins, what are they called? The mists, MYSTE. So you can choose between one of 2 new enrollment kits. Of course, the old kits are still there too. But the one is called the Citrus, and it's got the 2 mists, and then Citrus Bliss, Island Mint, Citrus Bloom, and Super Mint. So that minty floral citrusy person will love this. And then the other one is the forest flavored, and it's Shinrin-yoku Northern Escape, lavender, and the eucalyptus blend. I don't know if you guys like have that or use your new eucalyptus blend. You know, that was about 2 years ago or a year ago. I don't even remember. I'm so tired right now, but that is such a gold blend of 5 different types of eucalyptus. I'm so jacked that this is in the forest. So they're 100 PV, they're $155. That allows them to add something in there and then maybe qualify for some of the new enrollment gifts that Miranda's going to talk about. So there's a lot of excitement about that. I do want to clarify, they're hard to find. They're not on the website yet. Because they can't go in with the enrollment kits, because normally you could purchase an enrollment kit even if you're not enrolling, just because you want those products. This is specific to new people. And so when you're creating a link, either for a new person or I can't remember what the other thing is, you need to search, choose your own, pick your own products and put in the word resent. And then it'll show up. If you have any problem, you're trying to enroll somebody or create a link for enrollment, let me know if you're having a problem.
And Mer has a short video on that she can share with anyone she's ready, who might need it. Okay, new reports in the back office. So hang with me, back office people, but what about a top products report, where basically you can see people's orders and you can search like what products are being sold the most. Anyway, like a lot of versatility. So they gave us examples of how you would use it, which again are not here with me in my brain right now, but like people are ordering on guard, who's ordering it, that's my top selling product, here's how I'm going to educate on it. You can really narrow in. You can do it for your whole team, or you can do a focus ID and see what's going on underneath certain areas. So people who attended leadership in person will get first access to that, but that's coming. And then there was different portions of science and research, but there was a very dedicated portion of it on Saturday morning for an hour. And I'm not going to give that all to you, but I'm going to tell you that they're working hard to make sure that when they give us science, that they make it like shareable for us, like help us with that. I think there's been like a broken process there. And so they're doing it in different ways. In the digital marketing kit, they're going to have things for us. They're offering, like, for example, they talked extensively about the Serenity sleep system, really fascinating things like how it's like your immunity age, it like lowers, and like your brain, it's like making you younger. And after 2 weeks, you're just starting to feel it. But after 4 weeks, you really feel like really good, solid clinical research. And there's going to be like an hour-long webinar that they're doing, and there's going to be a way they're like making it into sound bites. So if you're like, I just want somebody to understand how it helps their immunity, you can get that to them. Or I just want somebody to understand this part. So they're trying to break it down for us and help, which I appreciate. But who loves, raise your hand, a good comparison chart? Sorry, we do. Even though I love Jesus, I love a good comparison chart. I rub it in their face. That's what I do. Okay, so I'm going to show you. That's recorded, isn't it? Oh, wow. So, this was me looking at the salt diffuser, but this is, I just literally typed the word comparison into the digital marketing kit, and this just gives you a little sample of all the things we have access to now. And, okay, so this is like to the Happy Juice pack. If you've got people who are talking about that, there's this is the new and old PB Assist, which I think is really helpful to be able to explain to people. There's more. Where's the one that I was really excited about? The new and old Mito 2 Max is right there. And then that might be it. They're working on more. So they're just working on making that available to us, because I will rub that right in their faces, and I hope you guys will too, with love, because sometimes it's just hard to convey, and people are like, well, I use this and this, and just like, look at it right here, just like look at it. So I think that's really valuable and very exciting. Okay, what's our next? Is it Mer?
I think is it Miranda?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, Pyro Friends, that's you, Melissa.
What is it? What am I talking about?
The Journal Club.
Oh yeah, okay, so they have this Sonia, I don't know what date it is. So they have had this journal club that is open to doctors. I think Jerry, have you put people where it's like a half hour, just like doctors? Okay, maybe not. I've tried to get Jerry in it, I think. But you know, doctors, MDs, well, now they have opened that group up, that discussion time once a week to chiropractors. So if you have a chiropractor or you know a chiropractor who would be interested in just being a fly on the wall and listening to these medical professionals banter topics around and talk and kind of get a feel for the flavor of what doTERRA is all about as far as medical and research, this would be the group for you. So they're going to be allowing that, and I don't have that link, but we will get you that link if you want it.
Okay, Mer.
All right. Just a few things, just bear with me. First of all, the incentive trip was announced, and there's a chart if you want to know how to qualify for it, but it's 250 of the highest point earners. Thanks, Ian. So this is how you can also take a screenshot, watch the replay if you need to. But this is all the information I'm not going to go through that they talked about. But 250 of the highest point earners are going to go on the incentive trip to, I'm trying to say this right, Baji Mita, Mexico, Baji Mita, no clue. Anyway, Mexico. And of course, all the good food and all the things that they showed, the beautiful video. I feel like this started in March.
It started March 1st.
March 1st, they started qualifying for it. And that's good. Thanks, Aim. The free gift upon sign up for 150 PV, 150 PV. Hopefully, also I have this right, but you get to choose. They get to choose, which is so bomb, with a pebble diffuser, a Bode hand wash, and dispenser, or your choice of toothpaste. That's with 150 PV. Two, you get both.
One of each.
One of each. Bam. Okay, so let me redo that. Pebble diffuser choice, a Bode hand wash, and the dispenser, and one of each of the toothpaste. Like, that's awesome, and they're full size. So that's amazing. That's the 150 PV sign up enrollment gets a free gift. I feel like that's going to be super helpful and beneficial. There's an LRP. I'm going to go through these. Let me know if you have questions. But the LRP Uplift, I forgot her name, was talking about this. She did really good. Just to go over some notes about it, it's going to be a refresh or an uplift, and it's not broken. It's amazing. So they really want to highlight that it's kept doTERRA thriving and moving them forward. There is room for improvement, however, with the LRP stuff. And also it's time to take it to the next level. And we will continue to see small adjustments over 2024. Their goal, minimal disruption. Okay, like very important to them. They want to personalize the program, modernize the program, and surprise and delight customers. I feel like that sounds like a really good thing. I can't wait to see what's coming, like what else they can do. I really like to see that. Briefly, you can now see the You Save in green section. I think this is cool. I mean, obviously my brain loves colors, but in the order summary over to the right, probably right hand side, you're going to see you save this much money on this much this. You'll see that, and then they went through what you all save, how you save, but we're not going to go through that. So check it out for yourself. Do some due diligence and look through it. I want to touch base on a QR code to learn more about the certified pure tested grade science. I really feel like, yeah, thanks Amy for the shipping updates. I feel like there was a QR code to go to. There's going to be a QR code, but we can learn more about like right away. They're going to post science. Somebody might have mentioned this. I have it in my notes. They want to be transparent. They want to continue to be transparent. It's easily shareable, and it represents focus that doTERRA has on science and really going deeper with their products and going deeper into the research on the oils and whatnot. Super powerful. So there's going to be more coming. Now, I have a little bit on this Emily was talking about, but enhanced compensation plan. So these are the notes and summary, nothing specifics, okay? They're going to reward those, the enhanced compensation plan is going to reward those who are working, those starting their doTERRA journey to see rewards sooner, like within 90 days. This also enhanced compensation plan will make us less reliant on people doing certain things who don't want to do those things. That's the words she used. You can, think of whatever. I'm not sure. Like I said, they weren't like dodging anything. I just think they just wanted to give us a taste and see, you know, and they want to make it just right. Emily herself has been through 8 compensation plans in 10 years with a different company. And she's like, we're not doing that to you. That's it. She said enhancements will make our business hum, and they're reclaiming their commitment to be leader focused. Super beautiful. I want to say that one more thing. They're working on a revolutionary foundational project, one of the two that we will love, and it's as exciting as the LV launch in 2009. I mean,
I was going to say that. Thank you. I wanted to mention that.
you get to again. Those are my
No, I mean, like, that was perfect.
Boom.
Okay. Does anyone have questions? I know Mer was going to share about something about Dr. Daniel Daniels.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pass because I'm gonna fall asleep.
That was a lot of information coming your way. Questions on that?
It was really great. There was so much. I learned a lot. I took in a lot. And it's the first time in the car on the 1,100-mile ride home, I listened to a lot of the replay to just really try to soak it in. And one of my takeaways, guys, is that the people that were at that class last night are all MLM people. They have all been in an MLM. And as I've reflected on it and thought about the speakers they had over those few days, there were a few people that had come from other companies. And when I was talking to the people at that class, they get it because they've understood an MLM. And when Miranda shared lemon with me, that was my gateway drug, was lemon, but I didn't understand an MLM at all. It was a culture that I just didn't know. So that's something to think about. Some of my favorite individual sharings were from people that came over from other companies. So
go use those comparison charts to blow some minds and then take them for us. I'm just kidding. It's too late, but don't really do that. Okay, so we've got our call on the 18th. Don't forget. Stay tuned for other fun things. Thanks for being on with us and staying on a little late. And I think it's going to be a fun month with that salt pebble, that good old white pebble. Okay. Good night, everyone.